When I initially first found out that I needed to find a lawyer, I felt anxiety and some frustration. The legal issue that I was dealing with was child support and visitation.
CVLS has a great origin story. We started in 1964 when a young lawyer wanted to help people. It was the Civil Rights Act and the War on Poverty. He got some of his friends and they set up some help clinics in Chicago neighborhoods. Now, with the understanding that the people who'd been disenfranchised for all this time weren't going to just walk in to talk to lawyers, he set it up in church basements with the churches. He worked through the Church Federation, and they put out tables and chairs for free lawyers, free legal advice, all in various client neighborhoods. Within 2 years, they had 200 volunteers. We have 24 neighborhood clinics. We have never gotten rid of those neighborhood clinics.
I'd been working as a young litigator for 6 months or so, and the work was interesting. I was learning a lot, but I wasn't getting a sense that I was personally making much difference in anybody's life. And that's how the idea got started, which was, at first we were thinking, well, we'll just start our own legal clinic, and we were thinking about maybe doing it in the Pilsen neighborhood. And we weren't thinking in any great detail about the logistics of like how we would afford to do this. We were just thinking it would be nice to be able to offer our legal towns to ordinary human beings. And that's when we found out about CVLS.
So one of our most special clinics, and one of the ones that really stands out for a unique reason, is the one that was opened in Rogers Park. Something happened in 1979 that made that clinic stand out, and that is one of the big law firms in town, Schiff Hardin and Waite, adopted it. So it was unique because we'd never had a law firm adopt a clinic. It also was probably the first time, maybe anywhere, but definitely in Chicago and in Illinois, that a big firm started focusing some of its attention on the everyday civil legal problems of poor people. So people from the neighborhood know that on certain nights they can walk into this community health organization and they can talk to a lawyer. That started 40 years ago, and Schiff is still doing that work today.
In 1979, the Howard Area Community Center was 2 long storefronts, and they were providing clothing. So there were a lot of people from the North Shore that dropped off clothing, and we would distribute it, and food. The people who founded, Howard Area in '79, I think they really recognize that people who are poor have many legal issues.
Typically we catch what's now the Red Line up around 5 o'clock, be there at 6 o'clock, and then see who was there in terms of clients and what would their stories be, and they could be anything.
So people in Rogers Park come from all over the world. The diversity in Rogers Park has not changed much over the last 40 years. It still continues to be present.
It's always been important to Schiff that we have a truly neighborhood-based clinic. We're really trying to serve people where they are.
As far as the legal problems that we got at the clinic, it was really a little bit of everything. I'd say the largest categories were, and still are, domestic relations problems, divorce, child custody, child support.
They loved their lawyer, and the lawyer talked to them and explained it. They don't expect miracles. They just want to have a fair shake.
It's stressful because it's just going through that period, but I felt more at ease because I had Paul as an attorney.
From the people's point of view, I think because the attorneys would come in suits and, sometimes they would take off their jackets because we didn't have air conditioning. But I think that they felt like, somebody was valuing them and, really taking them seriously, rather than just kind of being brushed off.
For people who are living on the financial edge, those issues are a crisis. And to be able to help out in that situation was pretty miraculous. Probably 80% of the lawyers who are homegrown lawyers, that is, that didn't come laterally, have probably done CVLS work. And what it has created, I think, is helped contribute part of the glue of the law firm because of that shared experience.
I might be going to the clinic now, somebody who went 14 or 15 years ago and might not go all the time anymore will still remember that experience and remember sitting down with a client for an interview and taking their case all the way through to final judgment. And that's a really cool experience to have, and it's something that across time has been shared by so many people.
I'm very grateful to Paul Dingle and Schiff Hardin for offering services and being so respectful of people in that process.
The impact that CVLS has had on dealing with my problem has been tremendous. It's really helped me be able to move forward in my life. It's been able to satisfy the court issues that I had, especially dealing with domestic, and being a parent, focusing on parenting versus going back and forth to court.